Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grim Reaper Gamers Reapercast. The Grim Reaper Gamers are a 25 and over gaming community with members spanning the globe, playing games across all genres, but our roots are in first-person shooters. Bring your thick skin, drink a choice, grab your controllers. GRG members are on nightly with official community nights on Wednesdays. After a short hiatus, I am back, and I still don't know why the hell I'm the only one put on that damn placard at the start. So, I'm Johnny Hustler, your host, I guess. That's what they tell me. We are back with another roundtable. We have a new member spotlight tonight. I guess secretariat. I'm not sure exactly what the hell all that shit is. I don't know. Understudy for the Horse's Head and Godfather. But let's get around the horn here. Start introducing everybody. As has been the last few weeks, we have a fairly static panel. Over to my, I guess if you're watching the show, it'd be my right. Or to the right of me, the head grumpkin, the man that we watch to see if he turns red, to see if we need to change or anything, or keep just going ahead to see how pissed he gets. The lead of Grim Reaper Gamers, Jack Lala Calamari. How the hell are you?
I'm always happy.
Show's over. Shut it down.
We're doing it live. No.
Yeah. Always happy, Jesus. To my other side, up here in top row, surprised nobody made fun of the cat. From wearing the damn Phillies hat for some god awful reason or another.
That's not the Cubs.
The one who always picks on me and makes my life a living hell. Jammer, how are you?
I'm not going to pick on you because, I really missed you last time when you weren't here, as the host. And I was a little sad because I didn't have anybody to pick on. So it was kind of tough, and it was tough love, and I appreciate it. So we're friends now, buddy. Don't you worry about it.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Johnny wasn't here last week?
Huh?
Or last episode?
Really?
No, it was like his Xbox off.
Good God. Only thing off is this goddamn show. Down below to my, I guess, left. I get disoriented looking at the feedback here. Coming back after a huge hiatus, you make what, 3-4 shows in a row?
I think this is number 3.
Number three, our favorite Marine, Gunny.
Stop. Welcome back. I'm not the ugliest one on the cast anymore.
Now, why would you talk that way about our new member spotlight? Jesus
Now that you're back.
We're in the mustache club.
Oh,
And Jammer didn't have to go around the horn, to my left and to my right.
That's because we were doing it live.
And when am I going to graduate from the bottom? I'm over the bottom.
I don't know. You got to talk to our producer about that. Speaking of the voice from
Digital.
on high, the almighty one, Digital, please bless us with your presence. How are you?
I'm good. I'm here, so that's good.
And in the fifth square, I'm still getting used to this number here. For our new member spotlight, you saw him. He looked like Secretariat a moment ago. Now he has taken off the mask. El Great One, how are you?
Doing good. Glad I could finally join you guys.
Hey, glad to have you on.
Welcome.
Johnny?
Yes.
Just wondering if he has other masks because I really want him to be the horse's ass next.
We already
have Lala.
Yeah.
I was gonna let everybody figure who the hell they thought it was. But
Too easy.
I'm firing some people tomorrow.
Yes.
That's new.
That's a promotion for us if we get fired.
Yeah, no kidding. We get promoted. We never get fired. He gets pissed off and promotes us. All right, so let's get to know the new member of the panel.
Who's got a kid?
It grew ahead.
Great One.
Yes.
El Great One.
Myself.
How did you come up with the tag?
Oh, how I came up with the tag is so in college, I always referred to myself as I was really good at stuff. I was great. I had a couple guys that always, gave me a hard time. Like, oh, you think you're so great? I go, well, that's because I am. I try my best. And so when I had to pick a gamer tag, I just wanted the Great One. and it was taken. So since I was taking Spanish at the time, I used L. So that's how it came to be, and I've had it ever since.
A great one with an 8 in the middle. Now, how'd you get started in GRG?
I got started in GRG through getting involved, knowing Sniper. I actually met Sniper with my work at Time Warner at one point with his business. And it was kind of funny because he started talking about this Too Old to Play group. And so he invited me to join. And so I played with those guys. And then it kind of graduated into GRG. And I think I played with you guys for almost a year before I actually officially joined the group.
Oh, boy.
Biggest mistake of your life.
Yeah.
You poor guy.
Sorry.
We're very exclusive.
Yeah.
A year, and you didn't figure it out. My God.
You
Yeah,
are
no
as
longer
dumb as
shame
you
on
look.
us. It's shame on you.
Yeah. Go away. Go to bed.
I would like to. I'm very tired, so thank you.
Yeah.
I'm out of here,
I
guys.
know, right?
So you seemed tired last night too.
I'm very tired.
So when did you get your start in gaming?
I got my start in gaming when I was 10. My mom refused to buy me a Nintendo. Didn't believe that video games were good for anything. And so I just started mowing yards till I saved up enough money. And when we went to Walmart, I went back and bought it myself. And then she kind of was upset about it, but started playing and been playing ever since. It's what I went to college for at first, was to develop video games. So I did 2 years of computer science, and I was through C++ and Java. I couldn't move on any further because I couldn't get through Calc 2. So I ended up having to switch majors. I even had an internship out at the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base to help program missiles.
Oh, wow.
But I wasn't
Really
allowed
blowing
to do
shit
it
up.
when I switched majors because I wasn't going to be CS engineer anymore.
Well, I was going to say, we better be nice to you if you can program missiles. Holy shit.
Don't worry, they'll probably blow up in my hand.
I have missiles. They're generally every morning, like after some coffee.
Those are bombs.
Oh, okay. I got that wrong. Then.
Okay. Favorite game, past, present, future, whatever. Favorite game.
The past, I'd say, so for Nintendo, it was Tecmo Bowl. I still play it now. It's set up in the boys' room, and we'll go play Tecmo Bowl. It's so much fun. I'll run through a season with the Raiders because of Bo
Always the Raiders.
Always the Raiders. Kansas City isn't bad either.
No,
Kansas City-
Koye and
Koye.
Yeah.
Word. That was
Yeah.
that was a deadly duo too. They just
Unless
knocked
you
everybody
wanted to
over.
just bomb it and pass it, and then you played with the Dolphins or the 49ers. So I'd say that with Nintendo. N64, it was 007, Golden Gun. And then with Xbox, I've always been a NASCAR fan, so I like the NASCAR games. If they ever make one for the Xbox One, it doesn't get delayed more. But I'd say Call of Duty till they keep messing it up. Has been my favorite.
More on
shooter.
that later.
Yeah. Oh, great.
Okay. One last question for me, and I'm going to open up to the floor. Any moments that stand out from your time in GRG, even before you signed up officially?
Oh, God. It's so sad to say, but the most classic moment was us making that centipede the other day. And that guy jumping over the hood of the car, and we all scream like girls about shit our pants. So I was like, that was pretty good. But
We had nice purple coats. though.
What's sad about that is that's a pretty typical thing that we do. Dumbass shit like that.
It was a very awesome centipede.
yeah, it was. No, I think it was, actually getting in with people that were older. I had guys that I played with that aren't far away, that are up in Dayton, Ohio, that I've met, and I'll meet up and play cards with and watch UFC fights. But it was interesting to get people that are all kind of in a certain age group. I really like that. And you don't have to listen to kids complaining. And I really don't have to listen to kids now, since, Disney's kind of went and that 12-year-old stalker is with them. So that's fun too.
Oh, you got to smile out of the grumpkin. Holy shit.
He thought
He's
it was
muting his
funny.
mic.
He just
I'm always
he just
happy.
refuses to
He
laugh.
had gas. It wasn't a smile.
All right, Floor. Anybody else on the panel?
Oh.
Got any questions? Oh, of course. Jammer.
You don't. I'm going to guess you don't tan very well in the sun, do you?
No, I turn red. I fill out the form for being a redneck. So yeah.
So
No.
a redneck in Ohio, though, is that legal, or like do they try and like deport you?
I grew up Northwest Ohio. I grew up on a couple farms. So I grew up, out in the middle of nowhere. So I'm familiar with some hard work.
So like now having that gamer tag there.
Mm-hmm.
So by being part of GRG, and then you have like a really crappy game. Like, do people get on you more because you're not the great one then?
You know what? I've never had that come up. Actually, I think one of the highlights with having my gamer tag is, if any of you remember Crimson Skies, love playing Crimson Skies. I was actually top. I was #1 for 3 days on the leaderboard throughout the entire Xbox community, and I
The
literally
servers were down.
would go. Yeah, I would. Gun
He just
them
didn't
down,
know that.
And as I'm gunning them down, I'd just be like yelling in the mic because I know they could hear me. I am the greatest. I am the greatest. As I'm like gunning them down, but no, I don't. I haven't had anyone really bring that up. No.
Okay, I
I'm
just
sure
have
you
one
can.
more, and it's just a complaint. Is that you got that really bright freaking light over there, and nothing else going on? So there's nothing that I can criticize in your room. So please do better next time.
Well, I will if Xbox would let me do it. Then you'd see all my collectibles, my Star Wars collectible stuff, and video game collectibles from Halo and things like that, and my sports teams. So I'm a big Michigan fan. I'm a big Cleveland fan. Everything Cleveland, Indians, Browns, even though they suck so horribly.
Poor bastard.
How did you get away with being a Michigan fan in Ohio?
Yeah.
Growing up in Northwest Ohio, you're kind of close enough. It's kind of okay. I just became a Michigan fan because I really didn't follow a college team as I got older, and my stepdad worked at a radio station, and so I always helped out with the sports show, and it turned out they always made fun of him, all these Ohio State fans. So it just kind of stuck, and I loved giving everyone a hard time that was an Ohio State fan. So it just stuck.
Well, I'm done, Johnny. I'm out because I'm nice.
All right.
All right. Earlier, we talked about doing a village person dark zone run. Which village person would you be?
Well, that's a good question.
That's great.
Gotta get
Hate to say it, but
I'm great. There we go.
Oh, great. Now we're not going to be on.
again, we'll be muted, folks.
I don't have the horse head on this time. It doesn't look as good.
The point was
I
made.
would be I'd probably be the cop, just because of my haircut and sometimes my personality. I did a lot of just the discipline.
So you like holding the big stick the cops
That's
have?
right.
but yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
Because the Indian likes to take it.
So,
I think
says
they
the
all
guy
take
who'd
it.
probably be the biker because he wants the assless chaps.
But of course.
Your point?
Just saying, folks. Just saying. All right. Well, thank you for being on, and let's get on with the show. As we will be calling on you plenty for roundtable stuff because
Nothing
nobody
for
else wants to
fun,
answer shit.
really?
All right. Wednesday nights, community nights, as usual with the Grim Reaper Gamers. Do refer to the calendar for our other events. We do have some events coming up, some Destiny coming up, of course, the Division. Got plenty of Division being played yet. Iron Banner is happening in Destiny, so a little bit more specific there. You guys will be watching this on tape delay as we will be heading over to games shortly after this. So we are broadcasting or taping from an undisclosed location, full of paneling.
That's
we
not a
do
green
have,
screen?
Yeah, it's a green
You
screen.
really
It looks like so.
legitimately have wood paneling in your home?
Yes, I do. You know that.
Okay.
Madden League is still going on, still going strong. We still got several weeks to go yet in the Madden League. Rocket League tournament, probably another one coming soon. We did have one on the 23rd last week.
No, there will not be any more Rocket League tournaments because there are two people that are on this cast that will never.
Suck.
I have never ever burned a game that's digital until last week when my teammate was just awful.
I traded mine in because my teammate was even worse.
Oh.
Mm.
Look, we came in second. I don't know what to say. It was like that achievement in life that you
So you were the-
digital finally.
You were the first loser.
No,
Yeah.
you got it wrong. See, we were playing
You're
it
not
like
first or
golf.
last, Ricky Bobby.
We were going like golf, where we thought the lowest score was a victory. So
That's how
we
we
were
normally go.
undefeated.
I do believe we also have a FIFA tournament going on
Right, that's a rumor.
for you guys that like flopping or soccer. And
Got it.
I'm not reading the second one. Lala put on the goddamn agenda. Making fun of Gunny's glory hole.
Valor Dog Night. Come on.
He's the biggest contributor.
All right, let's get into a little bit of gaming news that matters to the GRG. First point of news. Call of Duty, the rumors are out. Infinity Ward's next edition of Call of Duty that's coming out this fall is not going into the past, is not going to be part of the present. It is going way into the future and possibly into space. The word coming out is that they are going extremely futuristic. As usual, these are unconfirmed rumors, but we will probably know sooner rather than later with all the game shows starting to come out now. So, guys, what do you think? I mean, even further into the future?
But can I say something on this?
Of course.
I think they're playing on Battlefield's World War I bullshit. So they're like, you're gonna go World War I, we're going the opposite direction. And like, I don't believe that this is going to happen. I don't know. But I know they're saying that this will not be a Ghost sequel, which I think everybody in the world is happy with.
That's the good news.
I'm hoping that this isn't going to be the Call of Duty Moonraker. I don't know, but they're definitely, if they do go this route, they're really not listening to their fans. Nobody wants these exosuits or spaceships or any of this crap that they're doing. They want to go back to like a Modern Warfare 2 style game. I think that Call of Duty in space is just a bad idea in general. And I know a lot of the guys in the community are already saying they're out at this point. They're just done. And we're a huge Call of Duty community, so it's bad.
We joke around. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, thank you, Gunny. That's so kind of you.
It is.
But I kind of wonder, not for this version. I don't think that's happening. Sometimes people throw stuff out there just to get the feeling on the public on something. So not necessarily for the next title, but the one after. Where let's we have this idea, let's throw a rumor out there that it's going to be out in space, see what the public's reaction is from it, and then know down the road if we want to go down that path or not. Sometimes you throw those things out there just to try and see if you want to go down that avenue from a business perspective.
Well, we've been joking around. I know, right? We've been joking around for like 2 years. We've been saying call a Halo, and this sounds exactly what it's going to be. They're trying to come off their own design, maybe tap into some of the Halo-ish market, and you're going to end up having a possible call a Halo, which, within our community is a big friggin' joke, but what
I
these
like
guys
Halo.
are saying, huh?
I like Halo.
No, but and it's okay to like Halo, but we joke around a lot. The more in the future it goes, the more Halo-ish or pew-pew it is, and that's what it sounds like it might be. I also agree with you too. I think that's just kind of throwing shit on the wall and seeing if it sticks.
It's one
bullshit.
of those things. I personally think, I've rooted. I want to see someone come in and dethrone Call of Duty, because I think they've just laid back on their laurels and they sit and they're like, hey, we can turn out a piece of crap and people are still going to buy it in the tens of millions and however much money they make off of it. And people will continue to pay. And now they'll pay for the DLC. And we're just giving them, not new maps. We're just refurbishing old stuff that we had sitting on the shelf, and we're repackaging it up, and we're selling it to them.
Well, I don't want to hear anyone say anything or bitch and moan about DLC, because Halo is out there right now every month giving new DLC for free, and nobody cares. So I mean, there's that as well. So, but I think Call of Duty is definitely due for. I think everybody's been saying this. Call of Duty is definitely due for a complete makeover, a reboot, restart. Like go back to like Modern Warfare 1, just start from scratch.
World War
Look,
II.
look how excited it got in the threads when there was a rumor of a World War One game going back to
Mhm.
bolt actions and
Well,
simple.
Speaking of that, like we're talking, there's rumors that they're going to include as a pre-order bonus Modern Warfare 1 and 2, which is kind of interesting. I don't know if that will include multiplayer, because if it does include multiplayer, what's that going to do to the game they release? Modern Warfare 1 and 2 was a
Kill it.
huge game, and if they can release that, and if they release it into like an updated portal or updated ported version for an Xbox One, PS4, with graphics that would match, I mean, I don't know if anyone would be playing the regular game over Modern Warfare 1 or 2. But.
Well, the question that comes to my mind is, this is the first time in a long time that I've seen the Call of Duty. I see more and more people saying, I'm done, I'm out, which I never saw before. But in terms of the space type of thing, I don't know if that's we view it that way as generally older gamers who don't want the twitchy stuff and want the older stuff. I don't know if that's the general consensus, with the younger kids and everything. So I don't know if that's just a GRG perspective and an older gamer perspective rather than the whole lot of people that play that series.
Did you ever do the zombies when you had to play out in space?
Never.
No, I don't do zombies or that stuff.
Is it the
I will
younger
say-
crowd?
I will say that like the upsetting thing to see with that too is Call of Duty has always been a mainstay of Grim Reaper gamers, or when we were too old to shoot. We would always fill on clan nights at least one full room of Call of Duty. Too old to shoot days, we'd fill 2 or 3 rooms. And to see it now, it's harder and harder to get people in it. But we still play it because it's really the only game that plays well in private matches. A lot of games don't include that anymore. So
We do like privates.
we do like our privates, and I would like to see Call of Duty reboot itself and be something more that we would like. But I got
So
a feeling
is
that's
it-
not going to happen.
Is it the younger crowd that's really driving this, or is this MLG based again? Is this Activision giving in to MLG?
Could be a little both.
Well, Lala's our only MLG expert here, so he would know.
Yes, and they asked me. Activision called me up, and I said, "Do it in space. Fuck everybody else. We're going there.
We're
What's
going
your
live.
answer?
We're going live in space."
Actually, we're gonna go medieval. Call of Duty medieval.
Oh, there you go.
I'm all over that.
Yep. Do some
We
jousting.
tried that.
bitches.
We tried
Joust?
that in Elder Scrolls Online. That didn't work.
Well, that wasn't a joust pole that Gunny was pointing at me.
Well, it was technically.
All
Should have been
right.
bending over like a horse.
Rocket League basketball is arriving in April. We're getting away from that as fast as possible. Just in time for the NBA playoffs, which none of us probably care about. It's free
do, the
DLC.
Cavs.
As a
Sixers fans,
Sixers fans, what's a playoff?
we don't know what that is.
We got
As a Bulls
LeBron
fan in
James
the
back.
Hoiberg era.
We'll get it eventually.
All right, that was
So,
great news, John. Good job.
Yeah, great.
Thanks. Who typed
So,
that one?
Are you
free
lost?
DLC from the folks that make Rocket League. Was it Psionics, if I remember right?
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? Basketball meets Rocket League.
Would have loved to have that for our tournament. I think that would have been a fun mix-up, especially with March Madness in full effect, and go Nova.
Well, is the point going to be like to knock the ball up into the air like into a basket?
Yes, I actually have
I
a
mean,
basket.
Lala
up
and I
there.
can't handle it on the ground into a goal. I mean, now you're going to ask us to launch it into the air and hit it into a circle?
Well,
Ain't
then you
happening.
might actually get lucky.
Will it be point based? So if you're closer, it's worth the 2, and if you're back behind a certain line, you get 3.
Like
It's going to be
horseshoes.
0 for me.
You're just gonna
We
be on
lost to the
defense. You
FIFA
just try to
games.
block, Jammer,
All right, I can do that.
or sit there and just keep hitting digital and let them get pissed off at you.
That is a pastime of mine.
In the world of MOBAs, Battleborn's beta comes out April 8th for the PS4 at 10 a.m. Pacific time. April 13th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, it opens up for PC and Xbox One along with the PS4. The open beta will end April 18th at 7 a.m. Pacific time. Who's playing this one? I know we've talked about Battleborn versus Overwatch, Overwatch versus Battleborn.
I have to give it a try. I mean, everyone's a few people played it already and they like it. And I want to compare that in Overwatch. I'm definitely in Overwatch over Battleborn just because I want to see what Blizzard can do. But I'll definitely give this a try for beta. Why not? I mean, it's free.
This is something I think we should talk about, down the road too. I think we have a forum post on it, so people watching this join our forums because then you can hear all the wonderful things that I type rather than talk. And I am way better typer than I am a talker. But they better have a home run during this beta because Blizzard is. If I was Gearbox right now, I'd be moving Battleborn into like August because the power of Blizzard with a game is just going to overtake them and they're going to get lost in the shuffle. And the Blizzard beta for Overwatch or Jack's version of Overlook is they're running their beta right around when Battleborn's supposed to release, and they're very similar games. So if this beta isn't like top notch, gets people hooked, they're done. It's game over. They're already in the hole because it's Blizzard going up against them with a similar game that's only a few weeks behind.
I'll give it a shot simply because it's Gearborn. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say forums.grimreapergamers.com. Since Jammer mentioned the forums there, I thought I'd put the plug in.
What's the main basis of this game for those of us who are not as knowledgeable on it? Wow. I asked.
We
This
left
is
it to
going
Gunny.
well.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
What do you think,
Gunny?
All I was going to say is I'm going to try Battleborn simply because it's from the makers of Borderlands. And being a huge Borderlands fan, I've got to at least give them a shot. I mean, Borderlands was really, really good, so I can't see them screwing this one up. I don't think I'm going to like it playstyle-wise as much as I liked Borderlands. But I got to give it a shot. So, and
It's
I'm not...
I'm sorry, go ahead, Gunny. I didn't know you were done.
I was just going to say, and then Overwatch is not really tickling me anywhere in my funny parts. Probably going to be a pass.
Gunny passing a game isn't really, big news or anything.
Stop the presses.
I mean, from my understanding, they're kind of both. They're not full MOBAs, but they're more of a MOBA style with characters and everything.
An arena type shooter.
An arena type shooter. Gearbox has a solid record. I mean, but Blizzard is massive.
They are massive, but Gearbox has a huge fan base following them.
I don't think it matters. You're muted, by the way, Lala. So this is our favorite episode ever because we can't hear you. That's my favorite way to hear Jack all the time is when he's muted.
No, I think I mean
Blizzard's so big.
Yeah, people are already talking about they're already in the Overwatch beta and are raving about it, saying how great it is. And it looks very much like a Team Fortress with some MOBA stuff to it. But everything I hear about it, I watched some YouTube videos on there saying that's so good. I can't imagine that Battleborn will gain that much traction. But
and there's your typical Blizzard fanboy.
That's why Gearbox should move back and just get out of the way.
Well, Gunny's watched videos on neither, so.
I have watched videos on both, and actually, you're the one that unsold me on Overwatch.
Well, Gunny, did you realize just on Twitter just now, both Gearbox and Blizzard contacted us, and they want your quote for their box art with Gunny. That's the review.
Nice. Better than H2.
All right. In Xbox news, well, actually, Fallout news more than Xbox news. The first DLC for Fallout 4, Automatron, has been released for all systems. Basically, robot building. To make it quick, Digital, I'm glad I saw your cursor move there because I'm going to ask you. You're the big Fallout guy. What summarize Automatron for us?
It has robots.
Done. There you go.
And I'm fucking bad, really.
From what I understand, it's got a whole mission sequence, and you're basically going against another robot creator. So you're making battle bots to battle his robots as you go through the dungeon. So you can just build a bunch of robots and shit. I haven't played it yet, so I don't know.
Bethesda just contacted us about Digital's review. It has robots.
Buy Automatron. It has robots.
Right?
Well, for you, actually, Dig, while you're unmuted right now. So, did they wait too long to release this? I mean, is it going to lose the? I don't see as many people locked into Fallout anymore. Is it
I think
too
it's
little, too late?
more of a timing thing and how much time people have also put into the game. I mean, I put a lot of time into it already. There's other stuff I want to play. It's hard for me to just jump into it because I know it's something I'm going to have to dive into. It's not something I can just pick up and play. It's something I'm going to need to play through, whether it takes a week or 2 weeks. So I just want to have that time. I don't want to have any distractions.
I haven't seen a lot of people excited about it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Fallout love, but there hasn't seemed to been a lot of excitement for it.
Well, I've read reviews and people talking about their playthroughs, and it sounds great. So we'll see.
I think people are also kind of saving their diving back in for some of the bigger ones that are coming out, because I think there's a real big one coming out next month or so. I think sometime in April or maybe early May is the next one. From what I hear, that's supposed to be a really substantial piece.
I'm sure a lot of
DLC.
Fallout crowds playing Division right now stuck in that. Once that shiny penny dulls a little bit, which is any moment, they're gonna probably go back to Fallout. But
And over to the PlayStation side, we got a couple pieces of news. One, America's national pastime is represented once again in MLB The Show 16, the perennial series for Major League Baseball, the best, in my opinion, best sports game around on the consoles. The best pure video style game. MLB The Show, another great edition of it. It's going to be another solid one. It's great. They do a little more than roster add-ons. They add more ambiance, more sounds of the show, extra bat flips, extra animations, better facial looks. Some of the classic ballparks are back. Updates to the newer ballparks. You get to see Wrigley with all its add-ons now, where last year they didn't have it all programmed in yet. Jammer, you're a big baseball fan.
Yes, sir.
So what do you think now? I know you don't have the we're gonna put that on the
MLB just tweeted.
It is the one, that and Uncharted are probably the only two things that make me want to have a PS4. I mean, MLB The Show, when I had a PS3, I was so thrilled when I finally got my PS3 because I wanted the show to be a player. It's that and NBA 2K in terms of arcade style and to be a player are top notch, because NBA 2K does a fantastic job, even though I wasn't happy with their whole first season rookie mode thing this year with Spike Lee. But what MLB The Show is doing now that I've been wanting forever is you start a player out. I like doing the my player mode, and you start a player out, and then you play. Your guy builds up, then you stop playing, and then next year comes around, and you got to start the shit all over again. Where the show is letting you, I believe, right, Johnny, you can carry over your player.
Yeah, you can carry over. In fact, you can bring over 15 to 16.
Which is fantastic. And all the my player, like NBA 2K, they need to work on that. You don't get through 15 seasons unless that's all you play. And for somebody like Johnny, I mean, he barely gets to the majors before he's moved on to the next version. That would be great. Anyway. Okay.
Would be good for all of
them. So it's not like Johnny and I love out of the park baseball on the PC side, which is more of a simulation type of game. That you can play seasons and seasons and seasons of, because it's more of simulation. You can get through games quick. You can't do that in an arcade style game as much, even where they just only go to the parts that you're involved. So by carrying a player over, that's a huge deal, and hopefully at least 2K hopefully picks up on it with NBA.
And to the other member of our crew who has this game.
I love how I always draw silence afterwards. Isn't that awesome?
To the other side of the crew, Digital, you've been actually playing some. You put a highlight up recently.
Yeah, I wanted to add on to what Jammer was talking about, how they've added where you can add 15. They've also made it to where in between games, you don't have to exit out, go to the menu, go back into your weekly, find your game, hit play. As soon as the game's over, you can hit play next game, and it's a constant, no loading screen.
Oh, that's great.
So, I mean, I played 20 games today on RTTS already. So it's just a very quick. There's no delays. You can set it up to where you don't see all the cutscenes if you don't want to see them. I mean, you can just play games really, really fast. So that's a nice addition that they've added, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful game.
You need that in baseball too, because that way, let's keep talking about this for a while, just because we can watch the tomato meter start going up. But especially, I mean, it's a 162 game season. So,
yeah.
You know, in a creative player, it's hard enough getting through an NBA season of 82.
I'm with you, Jammer. I love baseball.
Yep.
I just wish they had it on Xbox.
Well, and you're starting out as a minor too, and you really want to play in the majors. So you're talking about, 2 or 3 weeks of playing to actually before you're going to hit the majors if you're playing regularly.
They do not. I don't know about. I mean, I haven't played in a few versions, but they don't like. Oh, you can play a couple minor games and then we'll put you up.
Right. Yeah.
There's seasons before sometimes you get called up to the show.
Yep.
So, what do you think about it, Jack?
Wait, what? I just woke up. Sorry.
That's. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, they just contacted us. I just woke up.
I'm laughing
What's
at
going on
Gunny's facial expressions.
All I heard was Johnny say they had backflips. Did you really
bat flips.
Okay, I thought you said backflips, and I'm like, are you fucking serious? So
Ozzie
never mind.
Smith.
Continue.
They actually
Bat
brought
flips.
Marv Schott back. She can walk her dog around on the field and let it take.
Carl Edwards doesn't play baseball.
And also on the baseball realm, we're going to quick mention another release.
Pennies!
The Jesus, what the hell was that?
What?
Hey, I think
I
Gunny.
might have to go, guys.
Did he just yell titties?
He did.
He did. Oh,
My wife did it just a little bit ago, but you didn't hear me screaming.
I don't give a shit. I'm excited when I see titties.
Nothing
Sorry.
wrong with, nothing wrong with
Wife
that.
shows me titties. I'm saying something.
How come his chin just lifted up? Something
He's like-
pushed his chin up.
The only thing to bring him up from talking about baseball. Titties.
Yeah, titties. Better than baseball. Win. Sorry, she flashed me. I was a little surprised.
Sony has called. They've got their
Girl might have
review.
to pipe late tonight.
Johnny tries
Better
to
baseball.
professionally move on.
Did MLB call?
So for Gunny to play MLB The Show, if they had titties in it,
Yes.
then he'd be all over it.
Yes, if Ryan Howard had a nice rack,
All
he'd be
Then
playing.
he'd be coming. All right.
Maybe.
Quick mention, another release, Out of the Park 2, or Out of the Park Baseball
17.
17. Thank you.
You're not gonna-
The best managerial sim there is out there. We're gonna have a review on it eventually on the site, grimreapergamers.com, courtesy of yours truly, just because I can. And it'll annoy the shit out of Jack, and Gunny will probably yell out titties again in the middle of the review. Who knows?
No, because what's worse than playing a baseball sim game? Playing a baseball managing sim game? Are you
Oh, it's
fucking
fun.
serious?
Oh.
No.
You
And
are
can
so
start from
wrong.
any year.
As
Yeah.
right as you were about
I'd rather
titties,
play
you are so
farm
wrong about that.
later.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with the farm simulator. It is
Motherfucker,
fun.
I live in the country. I know. Wait till we have a special guest here in a week or two.
Now, the next one, Johnny and I are just going to talk about Out of the Park baseball and
You're
baseball
going to be
games.
by
and that's it.
yourselves.
That's
You're gonna
fine
be
by
on
us.
the Podcast. Bye-bye.
We like that one.
Yeah. Jack will even agree with me on this.
It'll be our
Anyway.
baseball / WrestleMania podcast.
Yeah, there we go. Coming soon. Review coming soon for Out of the Park baseball, though. So let's get on to the other release for PlayStation, which is a re-release on current gen Resident Evil 6.
Who cares?
I thought
You
on
killed your
Xbox-
time because
Bring an endorsement.
Wait, on Xbox recently, they had like all the way back to the first Resident Evil that you could get.
It was 1 through 5, wasn't it?
Yeah. Now, what I will say, I haven't played like 6 or whatever, and I just want to keep making because like the cheeks are getting. You see it? The cheeks are red. We're not to the forehead yet, though. We got to get to the forehead, but
Getting
right
the
here.
forehead.
Pressure's
getting shiny.
building up. See,
Right.
what's
Shiny.
frustrating now is like I'm looking for like gaming news today, and the only thing we have out there right now is just backwards compatibility or re-release of old games. I don't fucking care. I played those games. I'm done. Let's get.
Yeah,
to
but
new
I
stuff.
would-
You know,
listen,
I actually agree with
would
you.
play it.
I know. Let's move forward. We have
Yeah.
Xbox Ones. We have next gen gear. You know, I love Forza 4. I can't fucking play it on the Xbox One. Got to sell my shit and get something newer and updated. Fuck it. I have an Xbox One. 360's gone. Move forward.
Yeah, and like you go back to these like Resident Evil. Are they going to release it with modern movements or like modern gaming styles? I mean, you have these games that were released for 360 or PS3. Who cares? I mean, we're done. Move on. That's
All right.
Yeah, no, all I'll say about Resident Evil though, that was like the first. I remember that being one of the first games where sometimes you had like the holy shit type
Oh,
of
yeah,
jump moments.
that's a sixth Resident Evil 6. Like, come on.
Yeah, but it'd be great if they're able to bring it up to the standard of where we're at now. Then that'd be pretty cool. But if it's just going to be just
Uh-oh, he's
rehashing
going to
the
get
old
titties.
stuff,
Gunny's getting laid.
it's going to go
He
both of
left.
them.
No,
Titties.
I got better than laid. Sorry. More beer.
What?
Whoa, what?
Wait. Whoa.
No, I
No
don't know if
party
that
foul.
makes sense. Yeah. Violation. Call it a
See, unlike
violation.
the rest of you all, I get it regularly.
Beer? Yeah, well,
Hey,
All right. Coming soon in game releases, real brief mention. Quantum Break comes out April 5th, Xbox exclusive, with the 75 gigabyte TV streaming or TV portion. I don't even know what that. Some TV show within the game, and it's like 75 gig already that you have to download.
I don't know if is that still happening? Because I've heard reports and, of course, all the great research we do ahead of time. I thought that the TV show part was going to be a problem. I just want to make Lala more mad. So
I don't know. I just heard they were talking 75
angrier or more mad?
No, he's always
people
mad.
who didn't want to stream it online all the time, but it's a lot.
Oh, shut up.
And then Dark Souls 3 coming out April 12th. Now we got some people that like Dark Souls and the extreme challenge that game brings, but we'll be talking about those in the future. So let's go to our roundtable discussion to close out the show. The question this week, or this show, I guess we're 2 weeks, is the need for loot in these types of games, in these MMO lights, as Lala calls them usually. Is it hurting PvP in games like The Division or Destiny?
Well, Johnny, you're the foremost expert because of all the time you spent in the dark zone so far on the Division. So, the dark zone to Johnny is currently, which means his Xbox is turned off. That's his version of the dark zone.
Yeah, I think with games like Division and PvP, it really doesn't benefit you at all to attack other agents, other players. You look at the way it is now, everybody's focused on gear. They're trying to gear up for the next raid, this raid that's coming out. When you go into the dark zone, you're faced with, if you fight somebody, you're faced with losing loot, you're faced with losing rank, so you can't purchase that dark zone 50 gear. So most of the time, I've not seen anybody that was a rogue agent. Last night we ran into some people, but it was few and far between. We could never get to them before they were dead. There's really no advantage to going rogue. I mean, you're not going to get any extra loot drops. You might get a few bonuses, but you'll get that grinding the enemies regardless. So I don't see for games like Division, there isn't. Like for games like for Destiny,
That's different.
yeah, Destiny was a little bit different. They had the Iron Banner, and in that you would be able to get gear that was usable, armor, gear, weapons. But even still, the amount of time you put into Iron Banner to get to rank 3, rank 5, versus just running a King's Fall raid, which takes an hour, and you're getting gear from that. You're getting weapons at bosses, armor, ghost shells, and you can bang that out in an hour once a week. Now for Iron Banner, you got to run to get to rank 3. That's like a night or two. Rank 5 is a couple nights. It's a lot of work, and for such little reward. But it's typical with games and PvP.
Well, I know Kat Jammer, I think you played with us too in Ghost, where we've run through, gone into the dark zone, gone on one of Ghost safari tours, and basically, if you run across a lone wolf, you got 4 of it. Yeah, you can jump him, take his stuff. It's okay. We go rogue, find a good place to hide out. But that's pretty much the only time. If you're straight up against 4-on-4, it's kind of a Mexican standoff. You're all kind of pointing your guns at each other, like, what are you gonna do? All right, you're cool. So
That's a Latino standoff, okay?
I see. I'm not loot driven. Never have been. I mean, my light level in Destiny is like 239 or something like that. I'm not one of those. I got to keep going. I got to keep going. I need a better loot. I need a better loot. That's not what drives me. So where it hurts, like the Division, the rogue thing, that's completely different. Like Johnny also mentioned Destiny. See, Destiny, that PvP, like Lalo was saying, that was more just like a multiplayer match, in a sense, with the PvP areas. What bothers me with that is like playing the PvP, like MP side of Destiny, is the maps are beautiful. I find it fun to play, but nobody wants to play it just for the fun of it, because all their focus is now is loot, and that's all they care about. So it's not like we just go play, some their version of domination, whatever they call it, I forget, and have a good time. That's where the loot's hurting it to me, is you're not going there just to have fun. If there's no loot involved in a game like Destiny or Division, people have no interest in playing it. Are your lips okay, Lala?
Yeah,
You all right? You okay? I want to make sure you're all right. All right,
I think
good.
Destiny's version of domination is called Overlook, and
Overlook, yes.
but as far as like you go into like the standard Destiny PvP, the Crucible, you're just playing that for fun. You're not going to get anything from it. You're going to finish out a few bounties you can get for nonsense.
So people only do it to play those dailies.
But now, if you look at a game like an old school game like World of Warcraft, where they actually had PvP related items, and you work towards getting that, so you would actually go and do PvP, do matches or the arenas and whatnot to actually earn gear that you could use in game. And I really think that other games need to work on that. So if you're playing like Destiny, Crucible, you should be able to earn armor or the points for it to get it quicker. There's no way that I should be able to run a King's Raid in 40 minutes, 50 minutes, and get 3 times the amount of loot that I can get from a week worth of play in Iron Banner. I mean, it's just nonsense. Now I'll go back to a game, Guild Wars 2, my favorite game of all time. When they have like the 5-man PvP, they gave you all the gear and skill abilities right off the bat. So you start the game, you launch at level 2, you can compete with anybody. You can go right in there and you're at the same level field. The only thing that they actually gave you was Barbie dress-up armor. So you would look like a scrub, but
But you'd be a pretty scrub.
yeah, but but you'd be able to compete with somebody that's been playing the game with all their stuff. Now World vs. World, their big thing that I spent 1 million hours in, that was rough because you would play that game and those players, World vs. players, would be broke because it would cost them money to pay for the buffs, pay for the armor and all that, and you would not get this stuff. So it's typical. Like any of these type of games, these MMOs, MMO lights, they just don't reward player versus player, and I wish they would.
Well, Destiny did at one point. There were only some guns you couldn't get them to drop outside of if you didn't go play in the Crucible. I know there was a couple like automatic rifles that I had a buddy that would keep getting it, and I was like, the only reason I was playing it was to get that gun because it dropped in there, and you could never get it to hardly drop.
But was that was the Iron Banner, right? Or
no, just right but you had to win the match. It was when it first was out, when Destiny was first out. So I don't know if they changed that up as you got into more of the Iron Banner stuff.
You still get those random drops at the end of a match where it's like rolling something, but the loot part of it though, Johnny, so you understand what a PvP means is you turn your game on and you actually play with other people. But
It's ironic the
them,
guy in the
really.
Phillies hat makes fun of anyone.
But the Cubs fan talking
Shit.
about that is crazy.
Shots are fired.
But these Cubs fans are getting way too cocky for not winning anything yet.
Yeah,
Anyway.
after this year, buddy.
But it becomes
Said
loot,
like a
loot,
Cubs
loot.
fan.
Yeah. Loot, and not the enjoyment of the game. And so then it just becomes, it just doesn't. It sounds like it's more becomes a job for somebody rather than enjoying the game.
Do you think
No.
the Division needs something like this, like what you have in Destiny, where instead of we're just going in hunting each other. If you go rogue agent, they actually need to have almost a matchmaking where you're team on team.
Well, if they did, you'd have to give people a reason to go there and give them actual loot, because
Yeah.
they're going to go and mainly focus PvE stuff, or go to Dark Zone and focus just on yellows and purple enemies. I don't know if Division would work as well as that. I don't know if it's a good enough game for player versus player, like a 5 versus 5 match, 6 versus 6.
Or you could do what I did this last week and just grind out the glitch.
I would love to see them do something where you can pick factions and go into the Dark Zone and hold zones or areas or streets or something. I think that would be unique. And then if you held it for a certain amount of time, turf war.
Yeah, turf war. That'd be awesome.
That'd be cool.
I think that'd be a pretty cool thing.
I give them credit because they tried something different. That's something totally different than we've seen.
Well, the thing that hurts the most with the rogue part is that you're penalized. It's a pure penalty. I mean, there's not much gained.
Yeah, they actually nerfed the penalty, so it's not as bad, but people still.
There's still not enough gain.
Yeah.
Everybody's afraid to do it.
I mean, honestly, I'm almost level 30, and I've ran into a group of one group of rogue agents. I'm 30 levels in, just one, and that's all I've seen. And I guess I could have shot people, but then I had people in my party that would have probably had a meltdown if I would have. So
yeah, it goes back to your point, Lala, where it's people are only going in because they're just trying to get the better gear, and that's strictly it. There's no advantage other than, again, when I did get some good gear this week with going after somebody that, we just loaded all our stuff on the helicopter and there were 2 guys there. There was 4 of us. Hey, anyone want to know what they got? All right, fine. And we just toasted them, and we all got their gear, and they were actually carrying a gold and some purples, and and you get the points from them not being rogue anymore.
Yeah, I also think that if the Division decided they wanted to push it more where they want PvP in the Dark Zone, I think they need to reward it by like player kills. So if you get 100 player kills, you're going to get like some new scarf or jacket or some Barbie dress up item that's
Purple?
very unique that you can't get in PvE side. New
Mickey
gun,
Mouse ears.
new weapons. Yeah, Mickey Mouse ears. I mean, some stupid bullshit, but that shows like I'm a PvP champion, a big giant cod piece or something. I don't know.
How about a glitter vest? When you sit there
Titties.
sparkling as you're running through the
But-
dirt.
Titties!
Exactly. I mean, yeah, a glitter vest that glows. I mean, titties. But if you did that, like say 100 kills, you got 100 player kills, you earn this item. I think that would probably boost it.
Can.
Titties boost
I don't
me.
think I want gear I wear. I'd rather have better gear from a standpoint of something I can throw maybe 3 mods on or something. I don't know.
But even so, I mean, yeah, I'm saying like
Crank up
guns,
the-
weapons, Barbie dress up, something. I mean, you do like 25 player kills, you get a new jacket. That's PvP only. 100 player kills, you get a new auto rifle.
I mean, I honestly get pissed now when I see the light blue drops. I'm like, come on, I don't need. I hardly change what I'm wearing. I'm perfectly fine not getting more scarves.
I change depending on my mood.
Uh.
If I want to look pretty or not.
I still got the purple vest on though.
The purple, see, it's just they tried something. There's enough NPCs in there as it is. So you're basically just doing PvE, and people don't want to lose their crap, so everybody just behaves in there.
Just has
And
everybody paranoid.
And I'm actually
Well, let's be
surprised by
honest,
that.
Some of that shit they had to fucking fight for to earn. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
whether it be Phoenix credits or Dark Zone credits or whatever. I mean, it was a fucking grind for them to get it, and then
But you
turn
don't
around
lose
and
Phoenix
fucking lose
credits.
it.
Yeah,
But
you
my
don't lose
point
it.
is the gear that they've
Yeah.
purchased with those credits, whatever it may be. I'm just saying they don't want to lose it. Because I'm unlike the other 3, 4 of y'all. I'm all about the fucking loot.
Yeah,
their
you've
feet-
been always loot driven.
I always have been, whether
Yeah,
it be Borderlands, or
Borderlands.
with Division. I'm a fucking loot whore. I'm chasing the purple dragon. I want the fucking next greatest, baddest fucking thing.
Gun the next, yeah.
Titties to the
I'm
purple
with you there,
dragon.
Gunny. I
And
mean,
titties. Lots of titties. No, but I mean, I'm pissed off at Jammer because he wouldn't let me get my first blue drop. I'm still
love
mad
that.
at it.
That's in my Hall of
I
Fame.
listened to him, but
Why
I'm
would you
still
care
mad.
about gear when you're under level? If you're not
It's-
30, it doesn't
it's-
matter.
But that's the whole purpose of having fun with some of these games. I could give a fuck about player versus player. Y'all want to go to the Dark Zone? Go to the fucking Dark Zone. I'm chasing gear. Some people, or a lot of people, have let's say, call it an addictive personality. Whether they be fucking Timmy or 40-something years old, they have addictive personalities. And we're striving for the next biggest, baddest thing. KFK's a fucking loot whore. He won't admit it. But, I mean, I'm going after the next biggest, better thing. Going from green to blue, blue to purple, purple to yellow, whatever it is.
C cups to D cups.
Fucking better.
I'm on board.
It makes me feel better.
Gunny.
As a gamer.
That's the whole reason we kept doing
That's the whole purpose. Right.
Yeah.
So, fuck your player versus player. Give me loot and give me titties.
Jack got muted again.
This is my favorite episode ever because he keeps muting himself and forgetting.
Yeah, I'm sitting there going,
Jack can fuck off. I hear that.
Going in
that
my
most
Reapercast Hall of Fame.
most gamers are getting soft now. Like they'd rather repeat the same old bullshit.
Oh, see, so now it's soft.
Yeah,
Power
wait for
through-
DayZ.
Yeah, power through a mission, earn their little carrot that they have to have. You look at like Call of Duty. We'll play in Call of Duty, and if you play against a squad that's kicking your ass, the first thing people want to do is back out to find a new lobby because they got raffle stomped by some other group. It's they want to go find the noobs to go get their easy kills and easy win, and it's upsetting. I kind of expected a little bit more of the Dark Zone, and I'm not seeing any action at all. And I'm not having people that actually want to partake in like killing others. I expected a little bit more, but I don't think it's going to happen with the division.
But see, it's funny you say that because you talk about powering through and fuck, you're already level 30-something.
I turned my Xbox on.
I do too. Just because I'm enjoying the fucking other side of the game, getting my loot, doesn't fucking make me softer. It means I'm enjoying the fucking game.
We took
I didn't power through. I'm not
We didn't-
fucking Lance.
Yeah, but Jack and I, and Great One, we didn't power through it. I mean, Jack and I took at least a couple of weeks to get to 30.
Yeah, about a week.
No, it was 2 weeks for me.
Yeah,
2 weeks from
no.
game release.
Yeah,
I don't know when
I
I
would
did.
say
I
it's
mean-
a good. Yeah, I'd say I took a good 2
Why?
weeks.
I
worked
paid 60.
through all the missions. You work through the story mode. I enjoyed the story mode. Dabbled a little bit into the Dark Zone, and then once you got your bearings, it was kind of nice because when you're early on, even with the ranking that you're at now, Gunny, you could go in as long as your gas mask is a level 4. You can go mess with somebody, jack their shit, go take it, and run down in the subway. And if they don't have a high enough mask, they can't come take that shit back. And so that's what we did at first. We would
And
do
I'm
that
okay with
all
that.
day long.
I'm totally okay with that. But I pay $60 fucking plus the DLC that's going to be coming 3 months from now. We're going to have to pay for. I want to fucking enjoy it. We talked about it in the chat room and in the forums about not powering through shit and enjoying the game. I'm going to fucking enjoy this one.
I wish we had a chat channel where we could talk about this game, just this game. I'll
Yeah,
just
so
do
do
that
I.
shit.
I'm
You should
done.
create one. Someone should create a chat channel on Slack.
Oh Jesus! All right, so what's the thought then, guys? Around the table, what's the thought? Is it the need for loot hurting the PvP, or is it other factors?
Other.
Jack,
Yeah, I think people just don't see the benefit of PvP. You're not getting the loot in PvP. PvE is going to just give it to you that much quicker, and that's where they're going. They only care about the end game. So people are gearing up for this incursion that's coming out, and they have no interest in doing PvP.
all right, great one.
I kind of agree with Lala from the standpoint of the only loot you're going to get is something you could have just grounded out, went and fought and picked up yourself. So there's no extra benefit to it in the Dark Zone, and again they're due for something here because I'm already starting to feel like, all right, I'm getting a little bored. I need something else to do. There's no value in just going in unless I just want to be a dick and mess with people.
Gunny,
I actually agree on a better player versus player experience. I actually understand what you guys are saying. However, I'm a loot whore. I'm all about the loots and titties, so I'm okay.
and
But I
Jammer.
understand what they're saying.
Well,
I can for you right here.
first, Johnny, will you make sure when you sum it up that you can just answer it with kind of?
No, you know what? We're going around the table. That's why we're doing this around the horn damn thing. I ain't summing up shit.
I knew that's why you did it. I swear to God, I knew that's why you were doing it this way. So he can't say, kind of. There's just not enough reward to go rogue. They need to make it a bigger reward to be able to survive, and people would do it then. The carrot is not big enough on the stick for them. The titties aren't big enough for them to want to be broke.
Titties ain't big enough.
They're
Yo.
A cups. They're not D's or double D's. Sorry.
Sum
All
that
right.
up, Johnny.
So there's the thoughts. I ain't some shit.
He's going to hedge.
I'm
Betty
not
hedges.
saying shit.
Johnny knows nothing of
Panel
titties.
says everything. Panel says everything. Host says nothing.
That's the best show ever.
Yeah. Welcome
Host ain't
back,
saying shit.
bitch.
Host is moving on.
Well, again, Johnny has to turn his Xbox on and play it to get to figure out and learn more about it.
Johnny was the last. True fact. Johnny was the last person in the division that finally left Brooklyn.
That's true. That's true.
You were.
Ubisoft
let's invite
coders
Johnny
were
to
like,
our
thank
group, yeah."
God that dude finally
no,
left.
He hasn't even left Brooklyn yet. What?
Dicks. All of you fucking dicks.
They had a
Hey,
big
truth
party because
hurts.
they didn't have to worry about Brooklyn anymore with the coding once you left.
Well, you know what? We'd like to welcome all new members of the clan. We've had some new members come in here, and maybe a few of them might fucking like me eventually. But it sure
They'll
as
never
shit
play
ain't
with
any of
you.
you.
Right outside Brooklyn.
Sure as shit ain't any of you guys. God damn. So I mean, we're getting more in. You know, people playing the division, playing still some Destiny players trickling in. You know, got all kinds of new members, and it's just going to keep on going at GrimReaperGamers.com. Next show is April 14th. Don't forget, we have a Facebook page, facebook.com/GrimReaperGamers. We're also, Jammer, what's the new Twitter handle?
Are you going to really put me on the spot like that?
You're damn right I am after
It's-
your
Why
shit.
did you change the name?
It is because I'm an expert. It is GRG Amer. So GRGAMERSDOTCOM. So grgamers.com.
Oh, my God. That's not confusing.
No, not at all.
He asked me and I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, fuck you.
And if the tweets really suck, then Lala's the one that did them.
Most likely. I would agree with that.
They're auto-generated from the forums.
Oh no, the really shitty ones are Lala.
All right. So don't forget to subscribe to our Twitter feed, our Facebook page, and also come to GrimReaperGamers.com. Anybody got some final thoughts? All right, better stop. We'll get muted. Only a few seconds, or else we're done.
So,
Okay.
so you will,
Sorry.
you will never see this episode now, thanks to Gunny.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hey, you know what? I get blamed for everything else, so why not?
All right. So, great one. Like to thank you for being on the show tonight. Good job.
Thank you
Hope
guys
to maybe
for
see
having
you-
me. It's only
see you
been
again
what, 3
sometime.
months I've been bugging you.
Yeah, it's been a few.
Congratulations, busting your cherry.
Yeah.
Worth the wait, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. I have fun. I have fun with you guys. It's fun to be able to get on, just game with other like-minded gamers, not little kids, and be able to just joke around. Have a good
Yes,
time.
as adults, we're very mature.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, great.
Mature all the time. Well, and you're not screaming into your mic and yelling all the time. It's like we can carry on conversations as long as it's not political and it's not, I don't know, whatever the list was that Lala put out.
It's only a small.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for being on. And Jack, Jammer, Gunny, thank you guys for being on, being part of the panel.
Absolutely. You're welcome.
Anytime, good friend of mine.
Okay.
Ditto.
Digital, thank you for producing again.
Yeah.
He
All
still
right.
wants to be
We'll
fired.
start calling Johnny Brooklyn. That's his new nickname.
Come on,
Uh,
Greg. Get on board with streaming.
All right. So for the panel, for the members here tonight, for Digital, for everybody on board with this show, Johnny Hustler saying, stay safe, have a good week, get your game on.